Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to solve the important Anna University problem from the subject the transmission lines in RF system and transmission lines and waveguides from first unit. Okay. So already we discussed the 2 mark question and the lecture videos for the subject. So if you want to learn that video in my channel in the name of transmission lines and RF system, one playlist is there. Similarly, in transmission lines and waveguides, also another one playlist is there. In that playlist all lecture videos as well as the 2 mark question and problems, so all thing is available. Okay, so if you want to learn, that means I will give link for that playlist in the description box, you can refer it. Okay, so now from the first unit transmission line theory we are going to solve the important Anna University problems. Okay, so the first question you see, find the reflection coefficient of 50 ohm transmission line when it is terminated by a load impedance of 60 plus J 40 ohm. So it's a November December 2015 2 mark question. Okay. So here the question is, so it's a very important question similar to this type of question. You may get 1 2 mark problem. Okay, from this unit. So here the question is to we have to find the reflection coefficient. So what is the formula for the reflection coefficient? K equal to ZR minus Z0 by ZR plus Z0, where Z0 is the characteristics impedance, ZR is the load impedance. Okay. So here you see what are the given data. The characteristics impedance 50 ohm transmission line. 50 ohm transmission line means the transmission line with characteristics impedance is 50. So Z0 equal to 50. And the load impedance ZR equal to 60 plus J40. So these are all the two data given. Okay. So using that, so you just substitute this ZR value and Z0 value in our reflection coefficient formula. So ZR 60 plus J40 minus 50. Okay. Divided by 60 plus J40 plus 50. Okay. So here the real and real you just make calculation. So 60 minus 50, 10 plus J10. Similarly, in denominator, real you just add 60 plus 50, 110 plus J40. Okay. So here the numerator and denominator is the rectangular coordinates. So in your calculator, if the complex mode is available means directly you can do this division, rectangular by rectangular division you did. Okay. So if the complex mode is not available means the another one method is you just convert this rectangular 10 plus J40 into polar. So if you are converting into polar, we can get 41.23 magnitude with angle 75.96 degree. Similarly, you convert this 110 plus J40 into polar. So 117.05 with angle 19.98. Okay. So here we converted the rectangular into polar. Then in polar, the multiplication and the division is possible. So here you just divide the magnitude. Okay, so the magnitude you just divide ordinary division. So 41.23 divided by 117.05, you can get the answer is 0.3522. Okay, and angle is in division means you just subtract. So 75.96 minus 19.98, we can get 55.98 degree. Okay, so this is the reflection coefficient. So this is the reflection coefficient magnitude, that is modulus K, and this one 55.98 degree is the angle. Okay, so this is the very important and repeated problem. Okay, so from this unit, reflection coefficient. So in order to solve this problem, first you should know only the formula, K formula. K is already you familiar with this K formula, K equal to ZR minus Z0 by ZR plus Z0. Okay, so this is the thing. And then the second question, so you see this is a November December 2016 question. If ZOC, what is ZOC? Open circuited impedance 750 with angle minus 30 degree, and ZSC, that is short circuit impedance 600 with minus 20 degree of a two-port network. Find the characteristics impedance. Okay, so already we studied this topic. We calculated the open circuited input impedance and the short circuited input impedance of a transmission line. So here the two impedances are given. The question is to we have to find the characteristics impedance. So already you know the relation between the characteristics impedance and the short circuited and open circuited impedance. So Z not equal to square root of ZOC into ZSC. Okay, so simply you just substitute. So here already ZOC, ZSC is given in polar. So easily we can multiply the polar. Okay, so 750 with angle minus 30 degree, 600 with angle minus 20 degree. Okay, to the square root. So here you just multiply the magnitude 750, 600. You multiply and you take square root as usual. So we can get the answer is 670.82. Okay. And here the angle is in multiplication. Whenever the angle is in multiplication, we have to add it. Okay. So minus 30, minus 20, minus 50. And here there is a square root is there. Okay. So under square root, the two angle is in multiplication means that two angle you just add and we have to divide it by 2. Okay, so for that square root we have to divide it by 2. So that's why the angle is minus 30 minus 20 divided by 2. Okay, so the answer is minus 25 degree. So the characteristics impedance is 670 plus 82 with angle minus 25 degree. Okay, so this is a one type of problem. Okay, and the third question, so it's a May 2017 question, 2-mark question. A transmission line has Z0. Z0 means characteristics impedance 745 with angle minus 12 degree. And it is terminated with ZR equal to 100. ZR means load. Okay, load impedance given. Calculate the reflection factor. Okay, so already we discussed, derived the reflection factor, reflection loss for our transmission line. Okay, so if you want to watch that lecture videos means, so in that, okay, in my channel, in the name of transmission lines and RF system, one playlist is that. In that playlist, all videos are available. You can use it. Okay, so the reflection factor formulas, reflection factor, it is indicated by small k. The formula is modulus of 2 into square root of Z0 ZR by Z0 plus ZR. Okay, so here Z0 given, ZR given. So simply you just substitute. So 2 into square root of what is Z0? 745 with angle minus 12. ZR is 100 divided by 745 with angle minus 12 plus 100. Okay, so here Z0 ZR is in polar. Okay, so polar means multiplication and division is easy in polar, but addition and subtraction is not possible in polar. Okay, so that's why in numerator you just do the 745 with 100, so 74500 with angle minus 12. Okay, then but in denominator, so this is polar, so you just convert into rectangle, then only we can add. So the 745 with angle minus 12, you convert into rectangle. The answer is 728.72 minus J 154.894. Then 10, 100. 100 if you are converting into rectangle means 100 plus J0. Okay. So now in that after converting into rectangle, then we can add. Okay. So the real part and real part you just add. Imaginary you just add. So that is 828.72 minus J 154.894. Okay, again that rectangle coordinate you just convert into polar, we can get 843.0711 with angle minus 10.58. Okay, similarly here for 74,500 you just take square root. For minus 12 under square root, you just divide by 2, so minus 6 degree. Okay, then this magnitude part you just divide, so we can get 0.6475. And angle here, the angle R is in division. Okay, so that's why you just subtract it, minus 6, minus of minus plus. So the answer is 4.58 degree. Okay, so this is the reflection factor for our given data Z0 and ZR. Okay, so these are all the three important 2-mark problems asked in ANNA University question May 2016, 17 and thing. Okay, and the next one we are going to solve the problem. Okay, so the big question problem from this unit. Okay, so this is this type of big question problem. So compulsory may come for a 8-mark question or 13-mark question. Okay, so you see the question: a parallel wire transmission line is having the following line parameters at 5 kilohertz. Okay, So these are all the line parameter at a frequency of 5 kilohertz. What are the data given means? First, series resistance R. R is given as 2.59 into 10 to the power minus 3 ohm per meter. And inductance L equal to 2 microhenry per meter. And conductance G equal to 0. And the capacitance is C equal to 5.56 nanofarad per meter. Okay. So the four primary constants are line parameter of transmission line RLGC is given. Okay. So the question is find the characteristics impedance. Is that not? Attenuation constant alpha, phase shift constant beta, velocity of propagation and wavelength. Okay, velocity V and wavelength lambda we have to calculate. It's a November 2015 question. So similar to this, for a different that is RLGC value. So you see the next problem. Okay, so similar to the previous problem here, the RLGC, but the different data is given. So for the data, you just calculate characteristics impedance alpha, beta, lambda, and V. Okay, so you see the same question asked for the 2 years, May 2016 and 17. Okay, so similar to this, the same data except this conductance. So here the conductance G is 0.8 into 10 to the power minus 6. Okay, so instead of this G, so in two more question, so you see the thing. Okay, in that G equal to 0.08 into 10 to the power minus 6. Remaining three data are same. In previous problem, G is 0.8 into 10 to the power minus 6. Here, G is 0.08 into 10 to the power minus 6. So for the same thing, this type of question is also asked end of May 2018 and November 2016. Okay, so you see, so that is the same problem with the data are different. Okay, resistor value, inductor, capacitor value given. We have to calculate the characteristics impedance, propagation constant, phase constant, velocity, and so on. Okay, so now we are going to solve the first problem. So you see the question. Okay, so first one, you note down the given data. What are the four data given? R, L, G, C is given. So the unit is also important. So R is 2.59 into 10 to the power minus 3 ohm. L is 2 micro. So 2 micro means 2 into 10 to the power minus 6. Okay, conductance is 0. Capacitance is 5.56 nano. Nano means into 10 to the power minus 9. Okay. And the frequency given, frequency F is 5 kilohertz. Okay. So if you want to use it in radian frequency means omega, you just calculate 2 pi F. It is a 2 pi into F is 5000. Okay. Here, what are the question we have to find out? Characteristics impedance, attenuation constant, phase constant, velocity, and wavelength. Okay, so already you know you're familiar with these parameters. Okay, so what is the characteristics impedance? The characteristics impedance of the transmission line is that not is nothing but square root of Z by Y. Okay, where what is Z? Z is a series impedance R plus J omega L. What is Y? Y is nothing but shunt admittance G plus J omega C. Okay. So in that you just substitute R value, L value, omega, G, C in our formula. You just calculate and find out the answer. So you see what is R? 2.59 into 10 to the power minus 3 plus J omega. What is omega? 2 pi F. 2 pi into 5000. So you substitute 2 pi into 5000 into L is 2 micro. Okay, so instead of micro, 2 into 10 to the power minus 6. You substitute divided by G. G is 0. And J omega 2 pi into 5000 into C 5.56 nano 10 to the power minus 9. Okay, so in that, so after that you just multiply the thing. Okay, so the first quantity you just make as it is 2.59 into 10 to the power minus 3. Then you multiply all these things. Okay, so you multiply all these things, so we can get 0.0628. Similarly, you multiply all these things. So 0 plus J 1.7 into 10 to the power minus 4. Okay, so here you see that is here the numerator and denominator is in rectangle form. Okay, so rectangle by rectangle is so in your calci if complex mode is available means you just divide directly. or otherwise you convert this numerator rectangle coordinate into polar. Okay, that is 2.59 into 10 to the power minus 3 plus j 0.0628. Okay, so except this square root, you just convert this numerator into polar. So 0.0628 with angle 87.64 degree. Similarly, you convert this denominator into polar. So 1.7 into 10 to the power minus 4 with angle 90 degree. Okay. Then polar by polar. If polar by polar division means you just divide the magnitude as it is. Okay. So here you just divide this magnitude 0.0628 divided by 1.7 into 10 to the power minus 4. You divide and you take square root. Okay. Then angle means angle while is in division, you just subtract. Then under square root, the angle is in available, so divided by 2. So we can get the answer as 19.22 with angle minus 1.18 degree. Okay, so this is the characteristics impedance Z0. Okay, so simply using this formula, square root of Z by Y, you calculate the characteristics impedance. Okay, then the next question is attenuation constant and phase constant. Attenuation constant means alpha. Phase shift constant means beta. Okay. So this alpha and beta. So where is this alpha and beta available means the alpha plus j beta. It is nothing but the propagation constant eta. Okay. So within the propagation constant, the two constants are available. So that's why we have to, in order to find out alpha and beta, we have to find out the propagation constant first. Okay. So what is the formula for the propagation constant? Eta equal to square root of z into y, that is r plus j omega l into g plus j omega c. So already we calculated this numerator part, r plus j omega l is this one, g plus j omega c is this denominator. So you just substitute r plus j omega l value, okay, directly from this this last step. So you see this numerator part, you see this numerator part is nothing but this part, this is nothing but z, this part is nothing but y. Okay, so z and y you just substitute, you multiply. So here the magnitude you multiply, okay, and you take square root. Angle you just add it, since that here the angles are in multiplication, so you just add it here under square root, so you just divided by 2. Okay, then we can get the answer as 3.267 into 10 to the power minus 3 with angle 88.82 degree. This is the propagation constant alpha. So here the propagation constant is in polar format. Okay, and the propagation constant, you know, it is a complex quantity. It can be expanded as alpha plus j beta. Okay, so in order to find out alpha and beta, we have to convert this polar coordinate into rectangle. Okay, so this polar coordinate 3.267 into 10 to the power minus 3 with angle 88 degree, you just convert into rectangle using calculator. So you may get the answer like this. Okay, so after that in this that is propagation constant, the real part of the propagation constant, okay, this is the real part, 6.278 into 10 to the power minus 5. This is said to be alpha. Okay, if you are equating this and this, the real part of propagation constant is a attenuation constant. And this imaginary part, okay, j into beta, this part is said to be beta. So the phase shift constant is 3.266 into 10 to the power minus 3 radian per meter. Okay, attenuation constant unit is Nepers per meter. Phase constant unit is radians per meter. Okay, so we calculated the remaining two quantity. And the next question, we have to find out the velocity of propagation. So the velocity of propagation, you know, it is nothing but omega by beta. So omega is 2 pi f divided by beta. So 2 pi f, what is f? F is 5,000, 5 kilo, that is 5,000 hertz divided by beta. So just now beta calculated, what is the beta value? 3.266 into 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, so you substitute it and you find out the answer, 9614.2 into 10 to the power 3, it is a kilometer. Okay, so this is the velocity. Then the next one, kilometer per second, okay, velocity. Then the next one, wavelength we have to find out. So the wavelength, what is the formula for wavelength? the wavelength lambda equal to 2 pi by beta. Okay, so 2 pi by beta. Beta is 0.266 into 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, so using calci, you just find the answer 1923 meter. Okay, so 1923 meter. This is the answer for wavelength. Okay, so this type of problem, so you may get in big question. Okay, so all the primary constant R, L, G, C is given. We have to find out the characteristics impedance, attenuation constant, phase constant, velocity, wavelength, and so on. Okay, so this is the one of the very important big question problem from this first unit. Okay, then similar to this, so you see the next question. Okay, so you see the next question. A generator of 1 volt, 1000 hertz supplies power to a 100 kilometer open wire line terminated in Z0 and having the following parameters R, L, G, C is given. Calculate Z0, alpha, beta, lambda, and V. Okay. Also find the received power. So this question is a May 2016 and April 2017 question. Okay. So without changing any data, so this type of problem you may receive. Okay. So you note down the first given data. R is 10.4 ohm per kilometer. L is 0.00367 Henry per kilometer. G is 0.8 into 10 to the power minus 6. C is this microfarad per kilometer. And operating frequency 100 hertz. And 1 volt, the generator of 1 volt means the sending end voltage is 1 volt. Okay, 1 volt is given. And the distance is 100 kilometer open wire line. Okay. First we have to find out characteristics impedance. So you know the formula, characteristics impedance is square root of Z by Y. So square root of R plus J omega L by G plus J omega C. Okay, so simply you substitute R value, G value, L value, and C value here. Okay, so you see, simply you substitute, then you multiply this quantity. Okay, so you may get like this. Then you convert this this rectangle coordinate into polar and this denominator rectangular into polar. After that, you did the division. Okay, magnitude part you just separate and angle part you do. The answer is 694.32 with angle minus 11.703 degree ohms. So characteristics impedance calculated. Then the next one, propagation constant. So propagation constant formula, you know, propagation constant is square root of R plus J omega L into G plus J omega C. Okay, so similarly here, the R plus J omega L, this is this value already we calculated. This is the G plus J omega C. So you simply substitute, then the magnitude part you multiply, the angle part you just add and divide. Okay, so we can get eta equal to 0.03641 with angle 77.423 degree. Okay, so here our question is we have to find out the attenuation constant and phase shift constant. So you know the propagation constant, if the propagation constant is written in rectangular form means the real part is said to be alpha, the imaginary part is said to be beta. Okay, so that's why you convert this polar coordinate into rectangle. So you get the answer 0.007928 plus J 0.03553. Okay, so in that this real part is said to be alpha and this imaginary part is said to be beta, phase shift constant. This is attenuation constant. Okay, so we calculated the two more parameter. And similarly, the next one, velocity of propagation. So you know the formula, velocity V equal to omega by beta. So 2 pi f by beta. So similarly, you substitute, you find out the answer 1.95 into 10 to the power 4 kilometer per second. Okay. Similarly, wavelength. The wavelength is nothing but 2 pi by beta. So 2 pi by beta, you just substitute 176.84 kilometer. Okay. Then in this question, so additionally, is that not alpha, beta, lambda, V? Also find the received power. Okay, so this is a one important thing, extra thing we have to find out. Okay, so we have to find out the received power. So the received power is nothing but the power PR, the received power means the power received in receiver side. It is nothing but it's a product of received voltage, receiving end voltage, receiving end current into cos theta. Okay, so where cos theta is the power factor, where theta is the angle difference between ER and IR. Okay, so in order to calculate the received power, first we have to calculate receiving end voltage and receiving end current. Okay, so for that, first we have to derive the receiving end current. So what is the receiving end current? Already you know, whenever the distance increases, the receiving end current exponentially decays. Okay, with respect to the sending end current. So the receiving end current IR equal to IS into e power minus eta L. Okay, where IS is a sending end current, eta, this eta is a propagation constant. Okay, so in order to find out the receiving end current, first you should know the sending end current. Okay, so for that, first we have to find out the sending end current. Okay, so what is sending end current? The sending end current is nothing but the ratio of sending end voltage divided by sending end impedance. Okay, so here the sending end voltage is given in our problem. You see a generator of 1 volt. So this 1 volt is nothing but sending end voltage. So the Vs value given. So this Vs is equal to 1 volt. And what is Zs? Zs is the input impedance measured in the transmission line. Okay. So here we are assuming it as if the transmission line is terminated with characteristics impedance means already you know the input impedance is equal to the characteristics impedance. Okay. So that's why instead of Zs we may put Z0. Already we derived the Z0 value in our problem. What is the Z0? 694.32 with angle this one. Okay, so that's why you substitute Vs value and Z0 value here. We have to calculate Is. So the sending end current is equal to Vs is 1 volt divided by Z0. Just now we calculated 694.32 with angle minus 11 degree. Okay, so here so 1 means 1 with angle 0. Okay, that is the meaning. So 1 divided by 694.32, the answer is 1.44 into 10 to the power minus 3. And angle 0 minus of minus 11, so plus 11.703 degree amps. This is the sending end current. Okay, so once you calculated the sending end current, we have to calculate the receiving end current. So what is receiving end current? When the distance increases of the transmission line, the receiving end current exponentially decays. Okay, so IR equal to IS into e power minus eta L. Okay, so in order to calculate this IS, just now we calculated. So we have to find out e power minus eta L value separately. Okay, so that's why you see here the e power minus eta L. So you see e power minus eta. What is eta? Alpha plus j beta. Okay, so if you are expanding, we can get e power minus alpha L into e power minus j beta L. What is e power minus j beta L? That is nothing but an angle of beta L. Okay, so here you substitute the alpha value and beta value here. Okay, alpha is attenuation constant, beta is a phase constant. So you see what is the attenuation constant we derived? Alpha is 0.007928. Beta is a 0.03553. Okay, so you substitute the alpha value and beta value here. So e power minus alpha into L. Here L is distance. Okay, so in our problem, the open wire line of the length is 100 kilometer is given. Okay, so the length is equal to 100. Okay, so you take the length is 100. So you see e power minus alpha L. Okay, with angle minus beta into L. Okay, but here this angle is in radian. Okay, so e power minus this value you calculate in Calc and you multiply this. So we may get e power minus eta L. Okay, then you substitute this e power minus eta L in our receiving end current. Okay, so now you see IR equal to IS into e power minus eta L. So this is the IS value. Okay, with e power, that e power minus eta L is split as e power minus alpha L with angle in radian. Okay, then you see here this is the magnitude and this one is the magnitude. Okay, so the two polar quantity. So polar quantity, you multiply the magnitude into magnitude. Okay, this one you multiply, and angle, this two things is in angle. Angle is in multiplication, means we have to add it. But here you see the angle, this angle in degree. This minus 3.553 is in radian. Okay, so the two angle is in different quantity. So we have, that's why we have to convert this radiant into again degree. So in order to convert one radiant into degree means you just multiply it with 180 by pi. So minus 3.553, you multiply 180 divided by pi means we can convert into degree. Okay, so this is the thing we have to do. So the magnitude part, you just multiply. Okay, so we can get 6.518 into 10 to the power minus 4. The angle part, this is degree, and after multiplying it with 180 by pi, this is converted into degree. So the two angle, you just add it. So we can get minus 191.87 degree amps. This is the received current. Okay, so after calculating the received current, we have to calculate the receiving end voltage. Okay, since in order to find out the received power, we have to calculate both receiving end current and receiving end voltage. Okay, so receiving end current we calculated. So then we have to calculate receiving end voltage. It is nothing but receiving end current into characteristics impedance. So the receiving end current multiplied with the characteristics impedance. So the magnitude you multiply, the angle you just add it. Okay, so this is the receiving end voltage. Okay, so once you calculated ER and IR, then we have to find out the receiving power. So received power is nothing but ER IR into cos theta, where theta is nothing but the angle difference between ER and IR. Okay, so in ER, what is the angle? Minus 203.57. In IR, what is the angle? Minus 191. So the angle difference between these two, it is said to be 11 degree. So cos of theta. Okay, so you just find. So the answer is the received power is equal to 288 into 10 to the power minus 6 watt. Okay, so the transmission line, we are sending, in sending end, we are giving the voltage of 1 volt. Okay, you see in our problem, a generator of 1 volt. Okay, 1 volt signal is transmitted from sending end. Okay, after this 1 volt signal is traveling to 100 kilometer open wire line, we are receiving only 288 into 10 to the power minus 6 watts power in a receiver. Okay, so in receiver side, we are receiving only the microwatts power. Okay, since already you know, if the distance increases in transmission line, the signal gets attenuated. Okay, so that attenuation is mentioned by the parameter attenuation constant alpha. Okay, so these are all the things behind this problem. Okay, so for same RLGC given, here in additional, we are calculating the received power. So in order to calculate the received power, we have to find out the receiving end current, receiving end voltage, then we have to multiply it and we can get the received power. Okay, so this is a very important problem and repeated problem asked for the big question. Okay, similarly, you see the next problem. So this is the same problem just now we solved, except that here the G value in previous problem, G is 0.8 into 10 to the power minus 6. Okay, but here the G is 0.08 into 10 to the power minus 6. So for remaining three data are same. Okay, so we have to find out the characteristics impedance, propagation constant, phase constant, velocity, sending end, receiving end voltage, and so on. So this is also a 2-year question, May 2018 and November 2016 problem. Okay, so you may solve using the above formula. You just solve this problem. So similar to the previous problem, you have to solve this problem also. Okay, so thanks for watching my channel. And please subscribe my channel for more videos. If you want to learn all lecture videos and 2 mark question as well as the problems from each unit in my channel, in the name of transmission lines and RF system, one playlist is there. In that playlist, all videos are available in order. You can see. Okay. So we will meet in the next video with the second unit problems.